Hello everyone and welcome to It Goes Off, a wrap of the round. It's taken 24 rounds, but we finally have a Final Four. Perhaps still a little bit of rejigging to go in the final placings, Grantley Bernard, but the Final Four is all set, and round 24 was the decider of that Final Four. And talk us through all the winners and losers.
Certainly will, and it's the New Zealand Breakers 109 over the Gold Coast Blaze 93. Abercrombie 24 points, Wilkinson 20 points on 9 of 14 field goals. Petrie, another good game for the Blaze, 18 points and 7 boards, and Gibson 14 points. The Breakers also got 9 points, 12 assists from Cedric Jackson, and Daryl Corletto 17 points on just 6 of 8 field goals. The Breakers overall were 58% from the field. The Blaze actually had 6 plays in double digits, but one of those wasn't Mark Worthington, who only had 6 points on only 1 of 3 field goals. The Perth Wildcats 101, Townsville Crocodiles 66. This was just a decent old hiding by the Wildcats. Lish 19 and Neville 14, Crawford 19 and Blanchfield 18, a big game for the young boy there. The Wildcats only had 5 turnovers in this game. The Crocs, by contrast, had 18 turnovers, and the Wildcats turned that into 18 points. The Wildcats had 46 points in the paint to 24, and they used a 52-23 second half to wipe the floor with the toothless Crocs. Adelaide 36's 83, the Gold Coast Blaze 84. They got through this one in a squeaker. Simpson had 21 points on 8 of 14 shooting and 11 boards. Johnson with 18 points, just to maybe push his MVP candidacy along a little bit. Worthington bounced back with 21 points. Hudson, overdue for a big game, and he had one. 20 points, 10 of 14 field goals, and lucky 13 rebounds. The Blaze used 24-17 last quarter, and it was Worthington with the game-winning shot with just 4 seconds left. The Blaze, 56 points to 34 in the paint, gave them a big edge. Cairns Taipans 74, Sydney Kings 80. This was the one that ended the Snakes' chances of making the playoffs. Wilson 27 points, 9 boards. Alex Loughton 17 points. For the Kings, Jerai Grant 21 points on 9 of 12 shooting and 9 boards. Anatoly Bose, the Sydney Sound Machine, had 18 points and 11 rebounds. The Taipans were a poor 35% from the field and just 17 from behind the arc. The Kings weren't much better. They were 2 of 10 on threes, but 51% overall from the field, and they missed 12 free throws along the way. They used a 26-14 first quarter to set up the win. Finally, the game everyone had been waiting for, the Melbourne Tigers 61 against the Wollongong Hawks 71. Benny Lewis with 15, he's had some good form lately, and Cam Dragar 11 for the Hawks. Foreman 18 on 7 of 10 field goal. And the retiring veteran, Matt Soup Campbell, 10 points on 4 of 6 field goals for the Hawks. The Tigers only shot at 34%. The Hawks went 20-12 in the fourth quarter to get the win. Indi Ubaka with the go-ahead 3 early in the fourth that started a 14-2 run, coming back to bite the team that sacked him.
Yes, and it was not an impressive display of basketball, Grantley Bernard, unfortunately for the Melbourne Tigers, but full credit to the Wollongong Hawks to bounce back and get a win in Matt Campbell's last hurrah for the Wollongong Hawks. Fantastic that they were able to get a win on the road for him. Let's take a look at the NBL table, and the top 4 are locked in. Positioning can still change with the 3rd and 4th placings, but the Breakers have locked in top spot. The Perth Wildcats will be second, so they'll get the home court in the first round of the playoffs. And it just remains to be seen who finishes 3rd and who finishes 4th. The Crocs, their last outing against the Wildcats, well, let's hope that doesn't indicate the true difference between a top team and someone that's going to feature in the playoffs. Then the Taipans, they're out of the running. Commendable season they had at 14 and 13 at the moment. Tigers, Kings, Sixers and Hawks. For a full wrap-up of what lies ahead, and also a bit of an insight on what it's going to take to finish 3rd or 4th with the Blaze and the Crocs, tune in to the extended version of It Goes Off.